Yoga for headache and migraine, neck and shoulder release. Welcome. Before we begin, make sure that you have a glass of water nearby. Today you will need 2 yoga blocks or a similar sized book and a small pillow if you don't have blocks. You will also need a blanket. If you have not already done so, pause this video to grab your props and a glass of water. Dim the lights in your room, dim the brightness on your screen, and meet me back on the mat. As you flow through your practice, I encourage you to listen to your body. Your body knows what it needs. If at any time you need a break, you can pause this video. Grab your blanket. Fold it in half, long end meets long end, and roll it short end to short end. Place it 1/3 of the way down your mat. Begin on the back with the rolled up blanket at the top tips of shoulder blades. Bend the knees, feet on the floor. Inhale, expand the ribs. If you feel this in the low back, move the blanket up towards the shoulders. If chin is reaching for the ceiling and you feel a deep stretch in your neck, move the blanket down the shoulders towards the hips, still underneath the shoulders. Cross the arms. Your hands rest on opposite elbows. Relax the forearms onto your forehead. Inhale, connect with your breath. Exhale, let go of all of the tension in your neck and shoulders. Inhale, feel the weight of your arms on your forehead. With each exhale, soften the neck. Take a moment to observe your breath as it is in the present moment, without judgment or desire to change it. Our intent is to focus on releasing tension in the neck and shoulders, because tension in this area is one of the causes of headache and migraine. It is also the area of our bodies between the head and the heart, the physical space that separates thinking and feeling. When there is tension in this area, it disrupts the body's ability to find the right balance between thinking and feeling. If you haven't already done so, close the eyes. Inhale. Glide the lips together to relax the jaw. As you exhale, soften through your face. Moving into pranayama. Remove the blanket from under the shoulders. Amp up your breath. Begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. On your next inhale, fill the belly up with your breath, feeling the navel expand away from the mat. Exhale through the nose, expelling all breath out of the belly so that the navel sinks towards the mat. Continue, feeling for inflating the belly like a balloon with each inhale, and exhaling all of the air out of your nose. On the next inhale, fill the belly with air. When it's full, draw the breath upward to the diaphragm and the lower rib cage to telescope the ribs apart. Exhale through the nose, first releasing air from the ribs, then diaphragm, then belly, feeling for the navel sinking towards the mat. Continue feeling for inflating the belly like a balloon with each inhale, and then once it is full, sending the breath upward to the low ribs. As you exhale out the nose, first release the breath from the ribs, then the diaphragm, and finally the belly. On the next inhale, let the breath expand the belly and rib cage and continue to let the breath move upward, filling the upper ribs. Feel for expansion around the heart center as your breath makes it rise, and allow the breath to flow all the way up to the collarbone. Exhale through the nose, releasing the breath from top to bottom. Exhale from the collarbone, upper chest, and heart, feeling for the ribs moving closer together, the lower ribs, diaphragm, and belly, allowing the navel to sink towards the mat. Continue following the natural rhythm of your breath. Finish up on the round that you're on. Activating the core, transverse abdominal contractions. Place hands on low belly. Activate the feet by lifting and spreading through the toes. Inhale, expand ribs, sending breath down into the belly and hips. Exhale, contract the abdominals towards spine. Inhale, expand ribs and reach breath into pelvis. Exhale, contract the abdominals towards spine. Continue to contract your abs as you breathe normally. Relax the abs. Inhale, expand ribs and reach breath down into the belly and hips. Exhale, contract the abs towards the spine. Continuing to contract the abs, inhale, lift left arm up by ear. Exhale, left arm down. Continuing to contract the abs, inhale, lift right arm up by ear. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, lift left arm up by ear. Exhale, left arm down. Continue alternating arms, lifting on inhale and lowering on exhale while keeping the abs contracted. Finish up on this round. Relax the abs. Extend legs out so that they're resting on the mat. Deeply inhale. Exhale, tuck chin towards chest while keeping the head on the floor. Feel for a stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take a full breath to notice any changes in the neck. Slowly roll onto one side and come up to a seated position. Come into half shoelace, right foot rests on left thigh. Inhale, elongate through the spine. Exhale, relax the shoulders down the back. Neck retraction. Tuck chin like you've taken a pie to the face, creating a double or even a triple chin. Beautiful. Eyes remain level. Use fingertips to slightly apply pressure to chin. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Deeply inhale, letting the breath swirl around the neck. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, sending love and breath into the space between and behind the eyes. Exhale through the nose. Take a moment to check in with your headache. If neck retraction isn't worsening your symptoms, continue to use the breath to cleanse the neck and head. For those who find this is increasing their pain or pressure, release. Bring hands down into the lap, close the eyes, and with each inhale, let your breath flow from the belly to the diaphragm, into the rib cage, expanding the ribs and elevating your heart as you sip more breath in so that it flows from your collarbones to the neck. As you exhale, let go from top to bottom, your breath flowing out like a wave that moves down your body. Everyone, release. Reverse the cross of your legs so that the left foot rests on right thigh. Bring both hands to the back of the head for suboccipital self-massage. With gentle pressure through the fingers, make contact with the muscles and use a side-to-side motion to spread them apart. If one side bothers you more than the other, focus on that side. You can play around with the position of your head, continuing to gently move the fingers back and forth, or even in a circular motion. Do whatever feels good. Bring thumb and middle finger together, and using 2 fingers on each side, splay the neck, moving downward. Moving into seated side bend. Straighten left leg and place right foot in front of groin. Position both thighs as wide apart from each other as comfortably possible. Left elbow brace is on the inside of left leg. If elbow can't reach, put left hand on leg or on foot on floor. Neck release. Right arm reaches towards right knee, feeling for a stretch and a release of the right side of the neck and upper trapezius. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, soften through the neck. What happens when you trust and let go of the neck? Deeply inhale into the right side of the neck. Exhale, separate teeth to relax the jaw. Inhale. Exhale, soften eyes. Hand clasping thigh. Bend right elbow. Exhale, right arm back behind to clasp the left leg or to grab a hold of clothing. Inhale, arc chest forward to take pressure off the right shoulder. Exhale, move left shoulder blade down ribs. Inhale, lengthen ribs away from waist. Exhale, release tension in the neck. Inhale, telescope ribs. Exhale completely. Chest opener. Right arm reaches skyward and then stretches straight back. Inhale, arc chest forward. Exhale, lengthen right shoulder away from neck and spread the fingers wide. Inhale, expand through the ribs. Exhale, soften neck. Inhale, sending breath into the pelvis. Exhale, feel chest muscles open. Arm overhead. Stretch arm over ear, placing arm at the same angle as torso. Inhale through the whole right side, washing the breath through the lymph glands in the armpit. Exhale, wrap right shoulder blade towards armpit. If flexibility allows, you can hold the left foot. Inhale through the right ribs, the right side of waist, down into the lymph glands in the right inner groin. Exhale, relax the neck. Left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale through intercostal muscles. Exhale, glide lips together to release any tension in the jaw. Reach up through the right arm and bring it down by your side. Create a strong line of energy through the left leg by pushing through the ball of the left foot, spreading the toes. Seated spinal twist with one leg straight. Remove right foot from thigh, moving the right leg so that the knee remains bent. Right foot is flat on the floor. Right foot is flat alongside left thigh. Hook left elbow over right knee, or if that feels strange for you, hook left inner elbow around the front of right shin. Keep neck aligned with the spine. Deeply inhale, lengthening the spine skyward. Exhale, keep lifting the spine while twisting. Inhale, expand through the ribs. Exhale, relax the neck. Switching sides. Straighten right leg and place left foot adjacent to the top of the right inner thigh. Position both thighs as wide apart from each other as comfortably possible. Right elbow braces on inside of right leg, and if the elbow can't reach, put the right hand on leg or foot on floor. Neck release. Left arm reaches up towards left knee, feeling for a stretch and a release of the left side of the neck and upper trapezius. Inhale, telescope ribs away from each other. Exhale, relax neck. Inhale into left side of neck. Exhale, soften gaze. Inhale, feel for a softening through the neck. Exhale, let go of tension in the head. Hand clasping thigh. Bend left elbow. Exhale, left arm back behind to clasp the right leg or your shirt or pants. Inhale, arc chest forward to take pressure off the left shoulder. Exhale, move right shoulder blade down ribs. Inhale, lengthen right ribs away from waist. Exhale, soften through the neck. Inhale, expand ribs. As you exhale, separate lips. Chest opener. Left arm reaches skyward and then stretches straight back. Inhale, arc chest forward. Exhale, lengthen left shoulder away from neck and spread the fingers apart. Inhale, expand ribs. Exhale, relax neck. Inhale, send breath into the right hip. And as you exhale, use your breath to create space around the heart. Arm overhead. Stretch arm over ear, placing arm at the same angle as torso. Inhale through the whole left side, washing the breath through the lymph glands in the armpit. Exhale, wrap left shoulder blade towards armpit. You also have the option here to hold right foot. Inhale through the left ribs, left oblique, left hip. Exhale, relax the neck, the right ear towards right shoulder. Inhale through intercostal muscles. And use your exhale to release tension from the head. Reach up through the left arm and bring it down by your side. Create a strong line of energy through the right leg by pushing through the ball of the right foot and spreading the toes. Seated spinal twist, one leg straight. Remove left foot from thigh and move left leg so that the knee remains bent. Left foot is flat on the floor alongside right thigh. Hook right elbow over left knee, or if that is uncomfortable in your body, hook right inner elbow around the front of left shin. Keeping the neck in alignment with the spine, inhale, lengthen spine skyward. Exhale, keep lifting the spine while twisting. Inhale, expand through the ribs, separating them. Exhale, relax the neck. On your next exhale, release back to center. Come into a comfortable seated position of your choice with the spine straight for unlocking the shoulders. Bring left elbow up directly aligned with the shoulder, elbow bent at a right angle, hand active. Inhale, spreading left side of upper back. Exhale, draw shoulder down, draw shoulder blade down, and put right thumb into the armpit. Contract the shoulder blade muscles, the armpit muscles, serratus anterior. Hold this contraction. Those of you with dislocating shoulders, repeat. Do not do the following. Everyone else, right hand on bicep. Inhale into left side of upper back. Exhale, shoulder down, left shoulder blade down. Ease the left arm forward, pulling gently on the bicep. Right hand onto left inner elbow. Inhale into left upper back. Exhale, shoulder down, shoulder blade down. Activate the armpit muscles. Send the elbow forward, pressing the elbow into the hand, activating the chest muscles. Send elbow forward a little bit more. And release. Bring right arm up, elbow bent at a right angle, elbow aligned with the chest and shoulders. Inhale into the right side of upper back. Exhale, right shoulder down, right shoulder blade down, left thumb into the armpit. Use your thumb to feel the contraction in the muscles in the armpit and shoulder blade. Those with dislocating shoulders, repeat instead of doing the following. Everyone else, left hand on right bicep. Inhale into right side of upper back. Exhale, shoulder down, shoulder blade down. Gently move the arm forward, pulling on the bicep. Place left hand to the inside of right elbow. Inhale into the right side of upper back. Exhale, right shoulder down, shoulder blade down. Sending the elbow forward, turn on the armpit and press the elbow into the hand, feeling the chest muscles contract. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sending elbow forward, increasing the press of the elbow on hand. Release. Come into hero. Kneel with the knees together, feet apart to allow for the butt to fit between. Knee tweaky. Place a block between the feet and sit with your butt on the block. Knee tweaky and blockless. Place a small pillow between the feet. Deeply inhale. As you exhale, lower the butt onto the floor or block. Inhale, sending breath down into the lower back and hips. Exhale, pull navel towards spine as you reach sacrum down. Grab a block or a book if you don't have a block. Bring arms straight out, pressing into the block to wake up chest muscles. Bend elbows and bring elbows in towards each other while you press into the block. Continue to squeeze as you lift, raising the block all the way up. Take a complete breath and feel into your shoulders. Release. Clasp hands behind your back, straightening through the arms. Raise them upward to open through the chest. It does not matter how high your arms go. Feel into the sensation in your chest. Remove the block or pillow from between your legs. Move the knees apart and walk hands forward into child's pose, resting the torso between the thighs. Take a full breath and feel for any change in your shoulders. Keeping the hands and knees where they are. Inhale, chest up and forward to come onto hands and knees with the hands aligned under the shoulders, knees under hips. The spine is neutral. Deeply inhale, tilting pelvis back so that you lift the tailbone, and let the movement ripple up your spine, relaxing the shoulders away from ears. Gaze and head lifts without tweaking the neck. Exhale by tucking the tail and tilting the pelvis forward, rounding through the spine. Relax the neck and avert your gaze to your core. Inhale back into child's pose. Keeping the hands and knees where they are. Inhale, chest up and forward to come onto the hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Deeply inhale, tilting pelvis back so that you lift the tailbone, letting the movement ripple up your spine, relaxing shoulders away from ears. Your gaze and head lifts without tweaking the neck. Exhale by tucking the tail, tilting the pelvis forward to round the spine. Relax the neck and bring your gaze to your core. Inhale back into child's pose. Repeat following the natural rhythm of your breath, connecting breath with movement. Come back onto hands and knees with a neutral spine. Deeply inhale. Exhale, reach right arm under left arm, relaxing the right side of the head and shoulder onto the mat. Inhale, straighten through left arm, reaching it over the left ear, palm rests on mat. Inhale, send the breath into the left obliques and all the way up into the left shoulder. Exhale, press into the left hand, turning on the left arm. To come out, slide left hand down under shoulder. Unthread right arm, coming back onto all fours. Switching sides. Deeply inhale. Exhale, reach left arm under right arm, relaxing the left side of the head and the shoulder onto the mat. Inhale, straighten through the right arm, reaching it up over the ear. The palm rests on the mat. Inhale, send breath into the right obliques and all the way up into the right shoulder. Exhale, press into the right hand, turning on the right arm. Slide the right hand down to rest under the shoulder and unthread the left arm, coming back onto hands and knees for turbo puppy. Move hands 4 to 6 inches forward, activating them by spreading the fingers and pressing into the floor. Inhale, spread breath into the upper back and shoulder blades. Exhale, tweeze the elbows towards each other and bend halfway to the floor, lining up the elbows with the shoulders. Inhale, spread breath across the collarbones and upper back. Exhale, wrap shoulder blades and keep them wrapped, turning on the chest muscles and serratus anterior. Inhale, lift spine skyward. Exhale, activate chest muscles and relax neck. Continue to use your breath to send energy through the arms and chest. On your next exhale, relax the hips back into child's pose. Roll your mat short side to short side and come to the wall. Sit in a cross-leg position with your back close to the wall. The mat is placed between your shoulder blades, reaching up to the base of your skull and all the way down your spine. We are going to loosen up the shoulders and upper back. If you are familiar with shoulder shrugs, this is a headache-friendly version that does not require holding the breath. Inhale, spread upper back and lift the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze the mat, squeezing the tops of the shoulder blades together and drag them down. Arms remain relaxed by your side. Hands can rest on the thighs. Inhale, spread upper back. Exhale, squeeze middle tips of shoulder blades together and drag them down the back. Inhale, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades together, hugging the mat. As you exhale, drag them down. Inhale, spread upper back and lift the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze the mat, squeezing the tops of the shoulder blades together. Drag them down the mat. Arms remain relaxed by your side. Inhale, spread breath into the upper back. Exhale, squeeze middle tips of shoulder blades together and drag them down. Inhale, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades together, hugging the mat, and as you exhale, drag them down. Remove the mat from behind your back and unroll it at the wall with the short end touching the wall. Come close to the wall and sit parallel to it. As you lay back onto your mat, walk the feet up the wall. It is okay if your butt is not right up against the wall. The closer you are to the wall, the deeper the stretch. Our intent here is not to stretch. We are simply inverting our legs above our heart. Take a few moments here to close your eyes and connect with yourself. Birdwing. Inhale, telescope ribs. Place upper arms and elbows onto the sides of torso. Bend elbows at a right angle and position the forearms parallel to each other, palms facing towards your head. Inhale, telescope ribs while squeezing the elbows onto the sides of torso. Exhale, squeeze elbows onto the sides of torso while moving the forearms out away from each other. Inhale, move forearms back to center while squeezing elbows onto the sides of your rib cage. That was 1 round. Continue with 4 more rounds. Use the muscles around the scapula to get into the upper back, squeezing strongly where the shoulder blade and the upper arm meet. Roll the head of the shoulder back. Continue to squeeze the elbows onto the sides of your torso the entire time. Release arms down by your side for supine snow angels. Inhale, straight arms up like you're making a snow angel, palms face up. Exhale, arms down towards your hips, keeping the back flat on the floor. Continue following the rhythm of your breath. Frog on back with feet on wall. Bend knees, placing feet onto the wall. Depending on your current position, you will likely need to scoot your tush back 6 to 12 inches so that the sit bones are about shin length from the wall. Feet can be turned out parallel to the floor or above the line of parallel. Do not let the toes go below the line of the heel. Keep feet flexed, lengthening thigh bones away from hip joints to create space. Place heel of hands on crease at the juncture where the thigh bone and the hip bone meet. Inhale, expand ribs and lift chest away from hips. Exhale, straighten elbows, tuck tailbone. Feel for light traction in the spine. Walk feet to center. Knees are parallel. Cross left ankle over right thigh, bending the right knee, bringing the right heel towards glute. Inhale, clasp hands around the shin. Deeply inhale into the left hip. Exhale, bring left shin closer to chest. Uncross the legs and switch sides. Cross right ankle over left thigh, bending the left knee, bringing the left heel towards glute. Hands clasp around left shin. Deeply inhale into right hip. and thigh. Exhale, bring right shin closer to chest. Moving into Shavasana, final relaxation. Take a sip of water and gather any props that you need to feel comfortable. Perhaps you put your socks back on. You have the option to put a pillow under your knees, or if you're somewhere cold, grab a blanket. Come onto your back. Take a few deep breaths and feel your body supported by the floor. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, sink into your mat. Inhale, squeeze your toes, feet, ankles, and calves all the way up to your knees. Tightly squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, create tension in your thighs, hips, belly, butt, and low back. Squeeze a little bit tighter. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze the chest and upper back muscles, your shoulders and your upper arms. Squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze your forearms and wrists, making fists with your hands. Squeeze them tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, shrug your shoulders, creating tension in your neck. Squeeze the face muscles. Tight. Exhale, release. Let go of any remaining tension you're holding on to as your breath guides you into relaxation. Coming back into your body, deeply inhale. And feel for how relaxed your neck and shoulders are. Notice the connection between your heart and head. As we let go of tension in the neck and shoulders, energy is able to flow freely between the head and heart. This positively impacts how we think and feel. Take another deep breath and thank yourself for showing up today to take care of yourself. It's really not easy to show up for ourselves when we're not feeling well. Inhale, feel a sense of relief and relaxation. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Observe how quiet your mind is. These are the gifts of your yoga practice. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend your knees and roll on to the left side using your hands to guide you back to a seated position, leaving your neck relaxed. Use your left hand to lift your head back up to center. How do you feel? Bring the hands together at heart center in front of your chest. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This practice is here for you whenever you need it. I invite you to move through your day with a greater sense of relief and a greater sense of connection to yourself, between your thoughts and feelings, and to those around you.